Welcome back, Rashid here. In this video, I'm going to explain how in TCL you can read from a file and then you can write into a file. So I have two procedures here. The first procedure reads from a file and displays every line on your screen. The second one reads from a file and then kind of writes into an output file. Again, very simple. But file reading and writing is frequently used in physical design when you are reading a file, then extracting information and writing out another file in CSV or in a different format. So it's a very important part of your design and analysis. So these constructs are important. Okay, let's look into the first procedure, read and display file. So input is a file name, single. So here you open a file. So you use a command, so again it starts with a square bracket, open, and then you put a file name and R. That means you're reading this file. And the output of that comes, you set in a variable like this. This is, if you do an echo on this variable, it will show you some weird information. This is called a file handle. Okay. So then you do while. Always use while in this scenario. Now there is another way you can read a file into an array and display that array, but normally this method is used more often. So while, and then inside curly brackets you have a condition. What is that condition? Condition is when you get every line of from this file handle, and if that returns you 0 or more than that, okay, that means you are you haven't reached the end of the file yet. If that's not the case, for example, less than 1, less than 0, negative numbers, then that means end of file has reached. Okay, so while end of file has not reached, what this code does is puts this on the screen. It just line, colon, space, and whatever it reads in the line. This line is not, you can give it anything and any variable here. So it's going to read line by line. Every one line it reads, it put it into that variable, then goes back into the second line, third line, and so on and on. Right? Now, before the end of the procedure, you need to close that file handle. That is very important. Okay, do not forget that. So on the second one, very similar. Now you have input file and another file that you're going to write out. Input file is read in a similar way. You say open that file R, put in this file handle. Then you open a file, no, not for reading but for writing, and all you do is just put W, which stands for writing. Okay, you open that file, writing, and you put it in the output ID. This is a separate file handle. Now you will be using these two file handles whenever you want to do something in the input and or output file. Got it? So again, you're reading it. So this code is very similar to this one. And all you're doing this time is, because we are not doing any format conversion or anything, all we're doing is reading from a file, then copy the same content, the line that we read. We want to put that line into the second file, which we open for writing. So that's what you do. Okay, then you close both file handles. Super important that you close them. Sometimes it may create a problem. Your file may not be able to you may not be able to write an output file if you don't close its handle. Okay, and that's it. So very simple two procedure that will help you to read and write into files. An important function of procedure. Thank you so much. That's it for now. In the next video we will look into regular expression. Bye.